All right, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I will do my best to not keep this video too long, but there's certain things I want to go over before we get into it. We are going to replay today's price action on the NQ. We're going to let my work auto trade it based off the levels, tape, closes, all that stuff that I talk about. What are we going to cover? Okay, so we're going to let her rip, and this is how the day would have traded based off the settings that I have in my automation. Okay, so what are we doing here? June 26th. Yes, we're going to replay this. Retrade the entire session. Yes. Up to about 3:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30. That's it. We don't want to trade after really. Couple rules that I have. I don't trade the open. I leave it alone for the first 30 to 45 minutes. Why? Because I need closes, I need levels to trade, and plus the open range is just way too much and too volatile. I like it when the algos take over and range tightens, and that's who I want to trade with. My system is based off algorithmic trading, so I want to trade with the guys who are actually moving the market. I don't want to trade with open volatility when stuff is searching for liquidity. That's an important fact. Okay. That is why I don't trade the open. So during the open, we are just observing the tape and taking notes and looking at intraday structure and letting stuff kind of fill out. Okay. Taking notes, using market generator information, and just get ready for the day. Okay. Open's not important. Trust me, it's not. Execution. So I have this set up currently for a 2R target and a 1R stop. Okay. We are going to just accept risk. Okay. On this thing. A lot of times I move my stop to break even at a certain amount of point, but since we're going for a 2R, we're just going to respect risk and we're going to leave it alone, right? We're going to take the losses with the losses. We're going to take the wins with the wins, and we're just going to respect risk. That makes sense. And I'll talk about certain things as would I intervene in a certain couple situations. So we're going to let this thing buck. This isn't something that I set and I walk away. I'm on my screens all day long. What? Yes, no. I let everything populated. Everything is coded properly to how I want trades to push to the chart based off my levels, based off tape. Nothing, there is no gray zone, right? But there are certain areas where I see something on the tape that changes things, okay? This is the stuff that I teach on the order flow side. Shameless plug, hit the link below you there. You can come and learn order flow for free. Come and see these wicked footprints in action. I got a live screen share going on. I'll teach you all about it, man. There's a paid component that is off to the side for people who are really serious, who want to use the algo, who want to learn the levels, who just want to learn, right? But you can learn a lot of stuff for free, right? Come and join the community, hang out. You'll get my daily plan. You'll get me on the mic. Really cool stuff, right? Really active with my team all day long. Shameless plug. But there are certain times where I will intervene, right? There's areas on these lines where I'm looking for price to reverse. There's areas on these lines where I'm looking for price to rotate, right? And that changes how I approach the market, right? At that exact moment in time. Okay. So let's just let her buck and let's see what kind of money we generated, right? This is a 9-10 candle here. So let me just kind of speed this up. Get to the open here and we'll just kind of pound through the first 45 minutes. I'll run it at like a 25 speed so we get through the first 45 minutes. Slow things down. I'll tell you when orders are going to push to the chart because I built this thing, right? I know it really, really well. And I'll tell you when orders are going to cancel. They all auto cancel. There's an invalidation script where setups become invalidated. They're not useful anymore. So then they get set up again. It's all really clever, right? There's thousands and thousands of lines of code in it. And it's my baby. My kids are behaving here. So it's pretty sweet. It's Friday, man. Okay, we're going to open here in a minute and 10. Look at that thing. All right, so we'll let the open happen. So you see that shading? That shading is me locking the algo up. Right? It tells me that I have it set for a specific time, and you can change all these settings. There's a reason why I don't trade the open, right? I don't want to trade this, right? Even though I can read the tape and look, oh my God, look, it's ripping. I don't want to be involved in this, man. I don't want to put risk in this environment. It's easy to sweep right to your stop, right? Regardless where you put it. We know where to put our stops. But we can get top tick, bottom tick at a time. You better believe you're going to get ripped in this. There's no reason to trade in this. So we want price to calm down. We want our candle lengths to be like a quarter of the size, right? We want to wait till So that's why I keep it locked. Now you're going to see that shading disappear here. And that's when the algo is basically going to start looking for setups for how I have it all programmed. And it's not like it's like some crazy stuff. Like I don't set this thing and walk away here all day watching it. It just pushes the orders on the requirements that I have for all the levels. I just sit here and say yes, no, yep, and I just let it work. So the whole point when your system is based off math and you're a math guy like me, the ultimate goal is to be hands off, because there's no gray zone with math, right? Easy, it's mechanical, right? But the hardest part most people have is they get in the way of it trading, right? They want to mess with it and move stuff around and da 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 da. Our whole goal is say, hey man, I built this obviously for me, guys in the room, but it is to be as hands off and as emotionless as possible. All you got to do is be sized correctly. Right? You just got to be sized correctly for the market to roll through. Okay, so now we're open. Right, you see that big push there, right? Now we're looking for price to reverse into here. So we're going to start, just going to start looking for setups. It's going to take a while for the first one to show up, I think. So we'll just talk about closes and how it's trading. We'll just watch it do its thing. So there'll be nothing here on this close, I can tell by where we open. We'll see if this candle closes green. You might get a long signal there off that 89. See, it doesn't look like there are 3 minutes left to go. Oh, closed under there. No signals yet. We're opening and closing in between two different levels here, so the algo is just like, oh, and it keeps us safe, right? And a lot of people can't stand sitting on the sideline. The market's moving. I got to get involved, but like, if it's not doing what you need it to do to put on risk, then you should be doing nothing. This is what my work does for me. Pretty cool. Right? So, open above, close below, open below, close above. So right now we're just whips on, whips on, whips. We're starting to tighten up range here a little bit. So I'm expecting price to rotate in here, right? I'm expecting some chop, right? I'm expecting to go up, down, up, down, up, down. Mathematically, this is, see. As you can see, a lot of people shorted their 500. Bring it right back up on. Right? Nope. So it held the level. It traded it held the level, but it closed red. Green close. Right? This is how picky I am. But I do miss trades, right? But I need the closes to be absolute and perfect. Validate. It's going to show you why. All I need to do is pull 2 to 3R out of the market. That's all I need to do. With as little trades as possible. Right? So now we got a good, nice trade there on 07. Now something happened in this candle that didn't trigger. Now it saves me a stop, and this is why I trust my programming, because normally this would be a long. This is a nice long setup. Something happened in there, and I can't really talk about it, but something happened in there that didn't trigger that long, and it was smart. It saw something. That program. But any other time, this would be a nice long setup. All right, back over 97. Let's see if we can set up a green close here that actually triggers something. Oh, it's looking good. Now it's not going to put the order here at here. It's actually going to put it where I put my stop. Why? Because certain things that this area does, I can't really get into it. But there's certain reason how the algos move price, right? So now it wants the long here. So this is set up for a long. So like, let me just stop it here. Now I don't like this. This is where I would intervene. Okay. I don't like this. I'll tell you why. I'm looking for price to reverse in here. You may think I'm crazy, but this is just how my shit works. This barely closes over the level and it barely trades the level on the open and takes off. This is not a good setup for me, right? I would want this thing to close stronger over the level, open higher over the level, pull back and trade it. The pullback is nice, but I don't like the open, the close and the open. It's sketchy to me. And I want something like this, right? Not like this. You may think I'm crazy. There actually is pretty good tape, but this is where I would intervene, right? Why? Because I'm actually looking for price to reject into here. I'm going to see if this sets up for a red close. Right? It's tough trading in here. You'll see what I mean. Now it's going to populate this order again, and I don't like it. I don't want to take it. Now I got a wall here. Now I see a ton of sellers here, 700. So now it's going to push that long. I don't want this long. Right now I'm stalking the short. See, that was a smart thing to do. Pound through here. Now wants to trade again, but I don't like this now. Now that we've severed this level, now we close back above it, but this deep dip here, not good, right? But it wants to take it, right? And this is where I intervene. I don't like how we're trading this. I'm trying to look for a short in here. This candle was too deep for me to get the short here. It didn't trigger, right? And that's okay. Right? We're gonna bide our time here. If we set up a little bit tighter off this here, I'll let it take it. So I need this thing to calm down here. They were dipping down. There, would have got stopped out. Okay, so this actually interesting here. This actually should ways for some reason. Oh, I changed the setting too late. I always enter this level here. I'll show you why, because price likes to sweep. These specific levels. And the bid. Can't really see it. So once this again. Down here. Oh shit. It just. Oh no. Oh, there it is right there. Woo. Okay, let me pause this right here. Okay, so you see. I lost track where it was on the chart. Look at this. This is why at this level, I will always put my order where I'm going to get stopped because of how price likes to trade this area. It's very tricky, right? But we have a system to manage that. You see this? You see how close it was to hit my stop? Right there, right? But because we're trading mathematically, we have an understanding of just kind of how things work. Let's see. And normally I'll be moving my stop to break even here, but we'll just let the trade work. Profit. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're up 2R. Beautiful. That's all I need, right? In a day. I just need that. Beautiful trade. And it took until 12:20, right? That's the first fill, right? Now, this order to me is garbage. I don't like this long setup here. It's not good, right? I would rather take it down here. Let's just shift our attention here. And this is why you just never walk away from it. Again, another one there. We'll just cancel it. Let's shift our attention here. Let's see if we get a red close here or green close here. We're just close over here. Let's let this trade here again. See what happens. right? Bids moved up here, right, to around 82. I can see that on this close, right? So we'll let this trade, just see if it sets up a little bit tighter. Now you got a wall here, 620, 640, right? So got a strong rejection right off our 638. Okay, so we'll let it try it, man. We'll let it try it. I don't really like it, but we'll give it a shot. There's good bids there. That candle closed with a pretty good stack there into 600s. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get a fill. Might also give us a short setup here on 640 though. Let's just see what happens. Down, 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 down. A lot of times what you want to do is kind of run it. Yeah, see, I would have got. Want to put it above the bid there because they like to front run this stuff. So now you got a much stronger close coming here. So this is a much better confirmation here now. Now with this, right now, is it going to hold next time? I guess we're about to find out. I canceled it and moved this order down here, right? Because now this closed too far away. And we don't like this order. We only want it down here or up here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, we're selling. Save me a stop. Now we'll talk about this entry here. Now look, it's gonna fire along. Do you really like this? I don't really like this. The bids here, it's very thin below here. We could push down and be like, this is a hard long, right? We're selling 100 points right into the level. We'll see what happens. It's gonna put it back out there. Watch what happens here. All right, let's see what happens. Take us for a ride here. Down. Let's pop. All right, there's an R, right? Okay, but sellers are right here at 620. So I don't like this, right? When I see that pop and I see the seller step in right there, the smart thing to do is just pull that down and see if you can get an R fill, right? Or pull your stop to break even. Now we're going really fast here, right? It took the trade, but can we get out? Or it stops us out? I don't know. We'll find out. Seller's right there. This thing's coming down. Here it comes. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we got out. Beautiful. Now might go 2R, but that for me that was a safe move, right? That's cool. That was a beautiful tape right there. So now once again, but now I'm like, I don't know. This right here, let me pause it right here. So now on the tape side, I want to set up short. I want to short 687, right? Because we got tremendous good tape in here. And I think that this is eventually going to flush. I don't really want to be long in this again. Once we have 2, 3, 4 times the holds, they're eventually going to take this level down. Okay. So you see how I am canceling orders here, but we are letting it trade. We're taking the ideas, it's pushing the orders out properly, and all we're doing is saying yes or no. See, look at this. Can you get an R out of it? Ooh, that's heavy. Big refresh there at 05. And that's a close below the level. Okay, so let me just pause right here. Okay. So we don't like this level, this setup either here. Now you can delete orders outside of whatever it's saved, right? So just leave that alone. We don't really want it. We'd rather it come down to here. Now it's going to give us that long again here, that 520. Now remember, we don't like this, right? Not good. Let's let this play. I got a little bit more time because we're moving so fast. I don't want to have time to kind of move out of the you see how we're selling here? Sellers are moved down here to 600, just above it, 609, 620. So this market wants to come down. So we're up 3R on the day. Now it's going to try to fire this long again here. I still don't like it, so we're just going to leave it alone. Okay, so once it again, this isn't the type of area that we. Any other time, I'd just remove it out of the queue. I like this short setup right here. We'll see if we can get a pull back to it and get an inch. It's closed. Just depends how this closes here. If it closes closer to here, it's gonna still fire the long. There's been a contextual shift on the tape, right? So you see no bid, no bid, no bid, no bid. Right, we continue to move down. So why do I want a long right now? I'm gonna show you something right here. Watch how weak this closes. Okay. You want that long? Absolutely. That's a very weak close, even though it held the level. Let's let it go. We got 20 minutes here. I'm trying to speed it up. Time is at 2:10. Oh, we're almost done. All right, let's let her buck here. Let's see where the next trade is. Next trade is going to be right down at 92, I think. If we close under this, it'll be invalidated. And then we'll see if we take a loss here. It's going to want to take this trade here at 92 based on this close. If we close under, it'll cancel it. No, it wants it. I don't like it. We'll see. Now, in this situation, I like to put my orders, when I'm trading this zone, I want to put my orders underneath this level. I want to front run it. And especially because there's an offer there, I'll put it right there. So we're in. Big sellers are at 20. Yeah, just like 620, man. They're right here at 520. This thing's coming down. So we'll let it stop us out. We got an R out of it, but we didn't take profit, right? We're just going to respect risk and see what happens here. But it looks like we're coming down. Yep. And 1R loss. Okay, so we're plus 2R on the day. All right, we're pretty much hands-free, right? We're canceling that one order because we don't like it based on context. Now, what's in there? Nothing, right? We only have a short up here. All that's in the books here right now. This is setting up for a short here. Watch this close here. If this thing closes red here, it'll put a short. It'll populate a short here. Oh, closed. See if this one closed red. Might not be close enough. Two. There we go. Got. Now we'll see if we close red here. Be cool if we could get a 2R trade off here. A plus 4R. Yeah, this will give us a nice short signal rate. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. We'll take that trade if it comes up. Now, again, this candle opened right on the level, right? I don't like these. So even if it gives me a short signal, I'm not taking it. I'm going to cancel it because I don't like it. Right? No way. Do not play. This is what I want. Okay, so see how it wants it? No, we're not doing that. That doesn't, it's not good. Just trust me, in my theory on things and how things trade, like this trade might work, but it isn't what you want. There's an R, gave it to you. See how there is a short signal right here, but these types of closes are an X on my gave you 2R. But I missed those trades. I'll take that fucking 92 if it comes back. Oop. Okay. Oh, we're in. All right, let's see what happens. So I missed a 2R win. Can we get a 2R win here? Ooh, big sellers there, 500. Soak that. Look at this big bid here at 82. Someone's really trying to bid this here below 500. We got to chew through that. There we go. Stay down to the level. See if we get this push here down to 40. Do you see that bid right there? If we break it, we'll push it. Yeah, what I tell you. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful trade. So that right there is a 4R day. Right there. In done. It is 320. Yeah, we don't trade any. This. That was a nice setup. We missed a 2R trade right here just based off my requirements, right? But that's a solid day, man. And that's all we do every day. Even if we trade this thing manually, that's all we do every day. We wait for the certain conditions, boom, right click, limit on the level, and we just chill out. So great day, right? This was today, June 26th. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, maybe like and subscribe to the channel, but come on in to chat. This is what I do all day. Okay. You want to come check it out? Come check it out. That's where I live, right? It's a small room. It's only about like, I don't know. Excuse me, maybe about 50, 60 people in there. 30 of them have been moved. So we know what we're doing. Anyways, I'll see you in there. Have a great weekend, y'all.